Hello YouTube. I've been meaning to make a video about this for some time, and it occurred to me today that it's now or never, because today I'm off to the tyre shop to get some new tyres for my track bike. It is March 2021. I'm not quite sure the date because they're all the bloody same at the moment, and you can see at the moment I have a set of Dunlop Roadsmart 3s fitted to this bike, put on in 2019, so they're 2 years old almost exactly. 274 quid they cost me, so not particularly cheap. Let's see what the mileage is at. Okay, we're at 19 and a half. When I bought this bike it had about 13 and a half, and I reckon of that 6, a good 5,000 have been done on these tyres. So let's see what we got. Now, I don't know how well you can see. These tyres, there we go. They do have some tread left, but they are basically shagged. They made it through the MOT with an advisory because they're very worn, and they are very unevenly worn. So there's bags of tread here, and in places not a huge amount of tread here, and there is a reason for that. Some of you will have already twigged what it is. So basically the back one is pretty much shagged. It's got a big flat spot, not in the middle there where you normally get it for road riding, but it's got a big flat spot there, and that's because it spent most of its life on track. It is a road legal bike. I ride it to the track. I don't have a van, but basically this has spent its life going around in circles, so that is why it is unevenly worn and it's shagged. Now I can tell you that this has been a very good tyre in terms of grip. In the dry it's been excellent. It's never given me any serious moments. When you're on track, canted over at the limit, it will start to give way a little bit, but it's very controllable. It gives you a lot of warning it's going to go, and it's been very predictable, nice tyre. In the wet, well, you know, obviously no motorcycle tyre is quite as good in the wet. It's not bad. It's given me a couple of minor moments. For example, coming over the mountain at Cadwell, stepped out a little bit in the wet, but generally it's been very, very good. Let's have a look at the front. Front's actually okay, but I'm just going to replace them as a pair, as you do, because you probably can't see that, but it's got kind of a lip there again where it's worn away a bit unevenly. So that's all good, but it's not the most interesting thing. The most interesting thing is the number of days I've done on these tyres on track. So I said I bought it in 2019, or I bought the tyres in March 2019. So that was the first track day I did on them, 31st of March 2019. I took me to Anglesey. I rode to Anglesey and back to do a track day. It's kind of cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 24 days I've done on those tyres, and I think you will agree that that is absolutely astonishing. They've taken me from the bottom of novice, because I was really quite slow, into comfortably the middle of inters. They have been absolutely fantastic tyres. Obviously they're not track day tyres. They are very much road tyres, and not even particularly sporty road tyres, but for your average rider or your beginning rider on track, they are more than adequate, as I think this demonstrates. Anyway, I hope that was of interest. That's my review of the Roadsmart 3s from Dunlop. We're off to the tyre fitters today, and I was actually tempted just to fit another set actually, but I'm going to try something just a little bit stickier. We're going to try the Dunlop Sportsmart Mark III, which are coming in at about £285 fitted to loose wheels. So hopefully, if I don't stick it into the crash barrier this season, I'll be able to come back to you later and tell you how I got on with those.